Hello, I am speaking Dr. Deshbandhu Vajpayee from Kanak Polytherapy Clinic and Research Center, 67/70 Bhusa Toli Road, Bartan Bazar, Kanpur, and is before you. Today I will tell you an invention and an innovation and a research, high grade research in Ayurveda, which is termed as Ayurveda Paper-Chromatography technique. So, this is a revolutionary work done at our laboratory since 20 years, and we have got the extreme success in this examination. The examination is done by the venous blood, and whole blood is taken without any centrifuge. Whole blood is used for the test, and round about 1 milliliter or 2 milliliter blood is taken from the patient, and then it examined in the restricted way under the laboratory conditions. The blood test is almost first in the history of Ayurveda, and we suppose to that there is no any blood test mentioned in Ayurveda so far. This blood test is devoted particularly to get the Prakriti detection and Prakriti status quantification by the blood. It requires a high class laboratory with the high class devices and a long list of gadgets, test tubes, instruments, pipettes, and reagents, including ultraviolet and infrared lights. Because this examination, this test requires for a good accuracy and in the best way, it requires ultraviolet and infrared examination under the test. So, in the laboratory condition, this is required that a good laboratory is essential for performing this test. Otherwise, no matter it will give a good result, but for the accuracy and extreme accuracy, the controlled test is better than the uncontrolled test. So, this test requires a good establishment of laboratory with microscope. As you see here, we have a digital microscope in our laboratory. These are the high class pipettes which measure the reagent and blood for mixing in test tube, and this requires a good quality pipettes. They are very uh, they are not a simple pipette. These are the graduated pipettes and of the high class. So, the laboratory should be equipped with the good devices. Now what happened just after the birth, the celestial powers of the earth, the other powers of the earth, the other magnetism, like you see the magnetism, the vibration, the air, the light, the temperature, and gravitation, everything merges at the time of birth into the baby body. So just taking the first air inside the lungs, and just after taking mother's milk, the prakriti is fixed at that time without any intervention. So Vata Pitta Kapha, when established at the time of birth, it fixes almost the whole life without any change. Any change in the Prakriti which is set at the time of birth, when deviated, the body becomes sick. This is the concept of Ayurveda, and as our epics and classical books tells us, we know that Prakriti is fixed at the time of birth. Now here you see the requirements, the primary requirement of the paper chromatography. You are seeing here the paper of a length, you are seeing here the holders, and you are seeing here the laboratory condition where the holders are kept on a spirit level and a glass sheet. All the four, one is control, one belongs to Vat, one belongs to Pitta, one belongs to Kapha, and so there is, you can see here, the four holders are kept here. Now for the measurement, we require a highly precise equipment which is vernier caliper. You are seeing here the millimeters scale, and here is the strips which is fixed on the paper and laminated, then measured. So you see here how the uh, graph is going on in the three layers. So chromatography particularly divided in three layers to six layers. In general there is three layers, but in a very tedious disease condition it goes on to 4, 5 or 6 layers. So every layer has to be studied. Just you see here the control level is, you are seeing the Vata level, you are seeing the Pitta level, you are seeing the Kapha level, you are seeing, and these are the different specimen of the patient which are showing here. So lot of patients are seen, and the specimen are collected from their blood. So blood goes to upside and leaves its impression on the high quality paper. So the color comes leave in the paper strip, and all the three segments. Generally there is three segments in most of the patient blood are seen, but in cases of very typical disease conditions, this goes to 4, 5 or 6 level. So it give you a parameter for the status quantification of the Prakriti. Now this is under the infrared condition, and the paper is laminated, and over that a sign, a mark, the marks are done, and then you see here all the 3 layers of Vat, Pitta and Kapha. This is under the light of ultraviolet light. Now infrared light. So ultraviolet and infrared lights are used generally to detect the more perfect level of Vat, Pitta and Kapha. Just you see here. So in this paper chromatography, the Prakriti can be detected very accurately, and a report is also prepared after the study of this chromatography, which is done with the patient blood. The reagents and the chemicals are developed at our own laboratory, and we already is using in Ayush Views blood chemical chemistry. So this is the report you are seeing here, all the 3 layers in control, in Vat, in Pitta and Kapha, and the measurements are given in the uh, all the 4 labels, and the uh, results are written, the position of the status quantification of Vat, Pitta and Kapha and control is seen in this report. So the paper chromatography is a revolutionary work have been done by me in the laboratory. So it took almost 20 years before the coming at the final stage. The concept came in 20 years before, and that matured just within a year. So this practice is available at our research center. About this technology, research paper have been published in International Research Journal of Engineering and Technology in March 2025. So anybody can go there and see and read the paper. We have published for another paper which is devoted to Ayush views, chemical chemistry, and about the integrated treatment, and Ayurveda Tridoso scanner, Ayurveda whole body scanner, and other topics. So this is the first introduction and heading of the research paper, which is published in International Research Journal of Engineering and Technology. So anybody can go in the March issue online, and he can study the procedure and the needs, the primary needs, which is required for getting the Prakriti in total and in perfect way. So everything is given in this research paper. So those who want, they go to study the research paper on online, and in the volume of March 2025. So they will get, and everybody will get, and those who are interested in this technology and technique, which is unique in its nature. So, in this technology, the blood is taken for Prakriti assessment, is a special technique. If the blood is taken without the specific measures adoption, then the technology will give you the Tridosh and not the Prakriti. So for the Prakriti assessment, it is necessary to get the blood with the required 5 conditions which have been mentioned in the research paper. More research work is going on to get the Vata Pitta Kapha and its combinations and Ras Rakta Mans Medasthi Majja Shukra, all the 7 dhatus, status quantification, and 3 mal, stool, urine and sweat, and the disease conditions which is which can be detected by this method. The studies are going on in our research center, and we have succeeded to get some that type of diseases which are mentioned in Ayurvedic classicals. So we are correlating overall with the modern medical sciences and Ayurveda sciences. Together the concept is going on, and we hope we have succeeded, we have got success in some type of the diseases which will be given to everybody in the next coming videos. What we have achieved with this chromatography technology with the blood assessment in Ayurveda views. So you see here, the as you see the research papers view in this video, we hope that the student will get a hope that they should come out for the more researches in this field. The problem is most of the students are not well aware with the researches in the Ayurveda. So this is a very sad condition that nothing is done in Ayurveda field. However, we are doing it as our duty, as our practitioner. So this is available at our Kanpur center at Kanak Polytherapy Clinic. So this is our Kanpur clinic view, and anybody who want to see or more information about this technology, he can contact to us. Now this is our Unnao center, which is Trans Ganga, and now this is a new uh, clinic. We have settled at 5 kilometers away from Kanpur railway station and from our Kanpur clinic. So here you will get the all examination available That means electro-3dosography, Ayurveda 3doso scanner, Ayurveda whole body scanning system, Ayurveda paper-chromatography, Ayurveda blood chemical chemistry examination, and Ayurveda urine examination, and so on, with the modern medical systems cooperating with the Ayurveda and classical Ayurveda integration. Here you will get the integrated treatment after the examination we provide to every patient, which includes allopathy, Ayurveda, homeopathy, Unani, Siddha, nature cure, physiotherapy, and everything which is in favor of patient. So we apply that. If anybody want to come to treat to me, he can consult at any time and take an appointment before coming here. That is my request. Thank you very much for listening this video. Subscribe it and listen, see our new videos future.